What's up, Ravens flock? Let's dive into some of the most exciting possibilities for our team's future. We know the season is still in full swing, but the buzz about potential offseason moves is already heating up. Big names, major needs, and possible reunions are all on the table. Imagine this: a former Ravens star linebacker making his way back home. Or how about adding a game-changing wide receiver to complement Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers? And then there's the question of bolstering our defense to get back to the dominance we're known for. Are these the moves that will finally get us that Lombardi trophy? Stick around to hear all the details, and make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're breaking it all down, and you don't want to miss a second. First up, let's talk about Kadarius Toney. The Cleveland Browns recently cut the wide receiver following a costly mistake in a critical game against the Steelers. It's been a tough road for Toney, who started his career with the Giants before finding himself traded to the Chiefs. Despite having 2 Super Bowl rings to his name, his inconsistency and tendency to make mistakes have left teams hesitant to bet on him. For the Ravens, however, Toney could represent a low-risk, high-reward opportunity. After the disappointing results from Deontay Johnson, adding Toney to the mix could give Lamar Jackson another option in critical situations. While Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman remain the primary targets, Toney could serve as a valuable backup or situational player. Imagine Toney stepping in to make a game-changing play. Could that be the spark this offense needs? The concerns, of course, are valid. Toney's track record raises questions about his reliability, and his history of injuries doesn't help his case. But considering his potential upside, would a short-term, low-cost deal be worth exploring? This could be a move that pays off in a big way or falls flat. What do you think, flock? Adding Toney to the Ravens lineup wouldn't solve all their problems, but it could provide much-needed depth at the wide receiver position. With Mark Andrews and Isaiah likely already carrying a significant load, bringing in Toney might give Baltimore a better balance in their passing game. Could this under-the-radar move be a game-changer? Now let's dive into the buzz surrounding Debo Samuel. The 49ers' star wide receiver has publicly expressed frustration with his role in San Francisco's offense, especially after being overshadowed by teammates like Jawan Jennings. While Samuel is still a top-tier talent, injuries and reduced production over the past 2 seasons have cast some doubt on his long-term value to the 49ers. For the Ravens, Samuel could be the missing piece that elevates their offense to championship caliber. Imagine Samuel working alongside Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Lamar Jackson would have a versatile, explosive weapon who can line up anywhere on the field. His ability to run after the catch and contribute in the running game would complement Derrick Henry perfectly, keeping defenses guessing. The downside? Samuel comes with a hefty price tag, both in terms of his contract and potential trade capital. Baltimore would need to be strategic, ensuring they don't mortgage their future for one player. However, the potential upside of pairing Samuel with Jackson might justify the investment. Would this bold move finally give Baltimore the offensive firepower they've been missing? Another question is whether Samuel's fiery personality would fit within the Ravens' locker room culture. While his passion can energize a team, it can also create distractions. Ravens fans, do you think he's worth the risk? Or should Baltimore explore other options for wide receiver help? On the defensive side, the possibility of C.J. Mosley returning to Baltimore is gaining traction. The Jets are reportedly considering releasing the 5-time Pro Bowler as part of a cap-saving move this offseason. Mosley, who played his best football in purple and black, would bring invaluable experience and leadership to a Ravens defense that has struggled to maintain its identity. One of the biggest issues for the Ravens this season has been their pass defense. While players like Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith have stepped up, the unit as a whole has lacked consistency. Mosley's ability to read offenses and make key plays could help stabilize the defense, especially in high-pressure situations. Could his return be the spark the Ravens' defense needs? Despite being 32 years old, Mosley remains a productive player when healthy. His experience working in Baltimore's system could make for a seamless transition, allowing him to mentor younger players like Odefoa and David Ohabo. With Mosley anchoring the linebacker core, the Ravens could regain some of the defensive dominance they've been missing. Of course, the question is whether Mosley's health can hold up over a full season. Injuries have been a concern during his time with the Jets, and Baltimore would need to ensure they're not overpaying for a player nearing the twilight of his career. But a short-term deal focused on maximizing his impact during a championship run could make perfect sense. Flock Nation, are you ready for Mosley to come home? Whether it's Toney, Samuel, or Mosley, one thing is clear. The Ravens need to make strategic moves this offseason to stay competitive. The AFC is stacked with powerhouse teams, and Baltimore can't afford to fall behind. General Manager Eric DeCosta has proven he's willing to make bold decisions, as seen with the acquisitions of Derrick Henry and Roquan Smith. Could one of these players be the next big addition? The challenges are real, but so are the opportunities. With Lamar Jackson playing at an MVP level and Zay Flowers emerging as a star, the Ravens have a strong foundation. Adding the right pieces to complement this core could be the difference between another playoff disappointment and a Super Bowl parade in Baltimore. Ravens fans, what do you think? Should the team go all in on offense, or focus on shoring up the defense? Are these moves worth the risk, or should Baltimore play it safe? Let us know in the comments below. Together, we'll watch this team soar to new heights. Purple circle, black circle.